You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and Joe Flacco because a couple of things have come out by way of, one of them's by way of Kevin Stefanski. And, man, I got to tell you, this may not happen, but it sure feels like we are steamrolling towards some kind of a reckoning involving Joe Flacco and Deshaun Watson and that Cleveland Browns organization. Because it's clear the players have embraced Joe Flacco, the fans have embraced Joe Flacco, and I dare say Joe Flacco is getting more NFL fans of other teams tuned in to the Cleveland Browns because it's a great story. If ever there was an example of how important it is to have an offensive guru, an offensive-minded head coach, a good one, somebody that's not like a Pat Shurmur, but somebody that's more like a McVay, more like a Shanahan, Andy Reid, Shane Steichen, Kevin Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell is another one. Joe Flacco is the example of why it's so important to have a good offensive mind. Backing a veteran quarterback, you can win a lot of games. And let's be real. All right, there's a much larger sample size of Deshaun Watson with Cleveland. At no point has he looked half as good as Flacco has looked in these 5 games. No point. At what point is it a big enough sample size to say Flacco's going to be our quarterback in 2024? Because the media is terrified. They're already saying, oh, no, Watson's going to be the starter. Watson's going to be the starter. If Flacco wins one playoff game, you're not going to pair this coach up with Joe Flacco again just to see how it goes? Especially in light of the fact that teammates are just blatantly saying how much they love this guy? Man, come on. That would be... We talk about organizational malpractice with the Jets. Well, you would have the same shit going on right here. Organizational malpractice. It's not often that a Super Bowl MVP quarterback is available in the middle of the season, but the Browns are glad they found one. I got to tell you guys, if the Jets would have had a really good offensive coach, Flacco might have been their starting quarterback the last 4 years. Think about that a minute. If you think coaching doesn't matter, you can take a look at what's going on right now. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski says the arrival of Joe Flacco, who went from his couch to Cleveland after Deshaun Watson's season-ending injury, is now preparing to lead the Browns into the playoffs, have meant a lot to his teammates. Stefanski calls Flacco's experience, a player who has won its Super Bowl MVP with the Ravens, important to the whole team. Quote, it's been there, done that. I mean, he's been to the Super Bowl. He's won the Super Bowl, Stefanski said, via Cleveland.com. He's been in those big moments, so I think he carries that with him. He doesn't tell anybody that. I mean, the players know it. Guys, he's 6'6", 245. I mean, Flacco is a big dude. But in these games, when you're in the huddle and you have a guy that you trust in those moments, I think it resonates with the offense and certainly and probably with the team as well. Of course, the Browns have benched Flacco for this week because they're not really playing for anything now. Okay, they got their playoff position. I hope the organization gives Flacco his $75,000 bonus. If they would have played him in this game, he would have gotten that bonus. As it stands now, he's not going to get it. I made a video about this the other day. I wasn't happy about it. He's been a great story for the organization, and he's not going to make a lot of money this year in NFL terms. Pay the guy. That's why I said go ahead and let him play 2 series in the game, and then pull him out so he can get his bonus. Man, Odell Beckham Jr. is losing a lot more sitting out today than $75,000. I like to have shit. I mean, if he'd have had like a monster game today, he could have earned up to an extra $1 million. It's crazy. So, Browns fans, and I think NFL fans, have showed up big. They've certainly embraced Flacco, and they're put their money where their mouth is and their support is. The Dog Pound is rallying behind Joe Flacco with their wallets amid the Browns' surprising winning streak, with fans rushing to buy the backup quarterback's jersey. The former Super Bowl winner journey back to the gridiron has been one of the biggest storylines of the season. He went from sitting on the couch on Sundays to leading the Browns to a 4-1 record after Cleveland lost Deshaun Watson and rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson. TMZ Sports has learned the number 15 threads has been a hot commodity since Flacco took over under center. Fanatics, the league's official e-commerce partner, tells us Flacco is among the top 20 most popular jerseys and is currently the top-selling Browns jersey. In fact, we're told the sales spiked more than 400% during the span of his first victory, December 10, to his playoff-clinching berth on Thursday Night Football against his former Jets team on December 28th. FYI, the Flacco has led the Browns with 1,616 yards and 13 touchdowns in 5 games. Guys, just quick math on this. All right, 5 games, let's do it times 3. All right, he's over 4,000 yards and at 40 touchdowns if he'd have played a full season. Think about that a second. It's been quite the feel-good story after Flacco tried to find a new home for the past 5 seasons, Broncos, Jets, Eagles, after 11 years with the Ravens. Again, I mean, that you want to talk about proof that coaching matters. Coaching and having weapons around you. Even right now, even with, Elijah Moore being out the other day or leaving that game, Amari Cooper didn't play, but Njoku exploded. You got Jerome Ford. You got Njoku. You've got Amari Cooper. You've got to put weapons. Kareem Hunt. You've got to put weapons around these players and protect the quarterback. And the Jets didn't do that. The Broncos didn't do it. And they certainly didn't have the coaching. That's why Flacco failed at those other stops. Organizational failures. You think Flacco couldn't have played? Sure, he could have played. And he could have done this, probably been a starter the last 4 years. But he didn't have the weapons or the coaching to go with it. It's a big deal. And this is amazing. This is amazing what he has done. It's a great story. And like I said, if they win even one playoff game, even one, I don't know how the Browns don't take a look at him next year. And I understand the Watson contract, but Flacco's not going to command a massive contract out there. I mean, don't you owe it to your fans and the organization that has struggled forever to try to run it back again? I don't know. I mean, I know the media is rushing. They're starting to panic. They're starting to see the writing on the wall that Flacco's got a chance to maybe turn this something into for next season, and they're trying to stop it, and they're trying to plug all the, oh my God, Deshaun Watson might lose his job holes. They're trying to plug all those in the dam, but I don't know. I think you at least got to seriously consider it if Flacco continues to play well. Let's say you win a playoff game and he plays well in a loss after that in the divisional game. Really? You're just gonna let him walk? Just gonna let him automatically have to be the backup? There's nothing you've seen out of Watson even close to this. Nothing. His one good game and a half was just pretty good. Flacco's had a couple of jaw droppers. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.